Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Psych Perspectives GeoFucks here, and I just want to make this short and simple. I would pay my student loans back. I want to pay my student loans back. However, my degree field is not a lucrative field. It's very difficult to find quality paying opportunities in social services, human services, social science. It's just not there. This isn't the tech industry. You got people in tech with less than 2 years of experience making six figures. Meanwhile, people with master's degrees with 8+ years of experience not even earning $50,000 because it's not in the tech field. Hindsight's 2020. If I would have known what I know today in 2010, I would have never went into social sciences. I'm just gonna keep it real. Now, I've always had the interest. I've always cared about these things, but I would have never went and got a degree in my degree. My undergrad is a bachelor's of arts in sociology with a minor in substance abuse treatment. My master's is a master's of arts in social sciences with a concentration on women, gender, sexuality, U.S. history, and politics. Knowing what I know today, if I would have known this 12 years ago, nope. I would have went into technology, engineering, science, math, healthcare. It would have been something that was going to at least be able to provide me with a quality living. I owe $46,000. Okay, I owe a little over that, but $46,000 is what I owe in student loans and student loan debt. I make $40,000 a year before taxes and deductions. And this is with 4 college degrees, including a master's degree, with 8+ years of experience. And that's the low wages that I'm being offered. And keep in mind, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, HUD, H-U-D, Housing and Urban Development, just released their income limits. As of 2022, one person living in my area, Genesee County, Flint, Michigan, one person in the household making up to $40,150 or less is considered low income. That's me. I only make $40,000 before taxes and deductions. After taxes and deductions, I make $28,632 a year, which would put me damn near at severe low income. Okay, so if I'm only making $28,000, $28,600 after taxes and deductions, and rent in my area for a 3-bedroom apartment or house is $1,000 and up in little old Flint in Genesee County. Cray. So you're paying $12,000 a year to stay somewhere. Out of that $28,000, out of that $28,600. So now you got $16,000 left. You still got utilities, water, gas, electricity. You still got to buy food, groceries. You still have a phone bill, internet bill. You still have a car insurance, renter's insurance, home insurance. You feel me? You still have other deductions. Like I have to pay for my own short-term disability out of my bi-weekly paycheck. And you want us to pay our student loans. How are we supposed to do that when our wages are so low and stagnant? And this is why a lot of us are saying that college is the way that it's marketed and the way that it's set up is it's a scam. There's no other way to put it. It's a scam. Because how are you telling people to go to school so they can get a good job and earn a good living? Yet most of us aren't even making what we're supposed to be making with our education. I have a master's degree. I shouldn't be making less than $60,000 a year. Hell, $60,000 a year really should be the low end of what I should be making. And I don't even make that. But yet I'm supposed to pay back $46,000 plus and pay rent and, pay other bills and somehow save money. Oh, and why aren't you starting a family? Why aren't you buying houses? Why aren't you investing? Why aren't you saving for retirement? How are we supposed to do any of that when our wages are so low and stagnant? We're literally working full-time jobs and living check to check. Hello, low income. There's nothing middle class about this. This isn't the American dream. This is why so many of us are talking about how the American dream is also rather predatory when you sit down and think about it. All this shit is predatory after a while. Because it's like, seriously? How is anyone supposed to pay? That's just it. There are a lot of us that would love to pay our own student loans back. We thought we would be able to because we were literally told, oh, we're going to have these good jobs. We're going to be making all this money. And that was a bald-faced lie. That was a lie. That was a bald-faced lie. Because hypothetically speaking, if I was making $80,000 after taxes and deductions, I would have been able to pay my damn student loans back. I would have probably been able to pay my student loans within 3 to 5 years if I was making the money that I'm supposed to be making with my education and years of experience. It'll make no sense. And that's what we're saying. You want to complain? Oh, well, y'all want handouts and y'all should be responsible. And I agree, we should be responsible. But this isn't a handout. I pay taxes. You pay taxes. We can sit up here and bail out corporations and banks, but we can't bail out our own damn citizens. We can't bail out the people that's paying the damn taxes. But we can sit up and send money to every other country so they can sit up and fight and kill each other and have wars 24/7, 365. We can sit up here and give tax cuts to the rich and the wealthy who ain't paying taxes. But then everyday people like you and me, we getting taxed out the ass and we don't benefit from shit. There's a problem here. There's a problem. And I just wanted to make that video and say that. I'm going to continue to do these videos. And I'm going to encourage other people. Be open, honest, forthcoming, and transparent about your financial situation. Keep it real. Your average American ain't even making $50,000 a year. So again, how the hell they supposed to be paying student loans back, buying houses, starting families, saving money, preparing for retirement? How are you supposed to be doing all of that when gas is $4 and up a gallon? Food has gone up. Rent is out of control. Everything has gone up except our wages and salaries. Where's our cost of living increase? Where's our inflation increase on our wages and salaries? The minimum wage in the USA has been $7.25 an hour, $7.25 an hour since 2009, 13 years ago. And we're still sitting up here federally. Our minimum wage 13 years later is still $7.25 an hour. And then you wonder why everybody's wages are still low and stagnant. At this day and age, with the cost of living, inflation, and productivity since 1968, we should be making $25 an hour. $25 an hour should be the federal minimum wage. If people were actually paid their worth and living wages that took into account inflation, a lot of the issues that we're talking about wouldn't even exist. But because we're constantly and systematically being kept impoverished by this country, by this government, by our employers, let's just keep it real. They keep us destitute. They keep us living check to check. They keep us impoverished. And we all deserve better. You know it. I know it. We all deserve better. But yeah, so anyways, I'm about to get ready to go hang out with a friend before we go to the gym together. But I just want to make these videos because it's like everybody wants to make it seem like we're just, lazy bums, not trying to be responsible, not trying to be accountable. But yet nobody's looking at the situation that many of us are living in. And even with the public service loan forgiveness program, hear me out. And I'm going to do a separate video on this. But hear me out. In many of these public service loan forgiveness, you have to be at that job or in those type of fields for at least 10 years. And you have to make 120 payments over that course of 10 years, over that course of that decade. And a lot of us that are in these programs already know most of these jobs are human services, social services, social workers, teachers, police officers, nonprofits, and everybody should already know how that go. These jobs are low wages, horribly paid, you're severely underpaid, and you're overworked and stressed out at these types of jobs. Why should you have to be forced to basically work at a place that's going to keep you impoverished for 10 years in order to get your student loans forgiven? And then you wonder why you're having teacher shortages. You're having social worker shortages. You wonder why everybody in their mama, if they can find a better opportunity, such as going into tech, science, engineering, math, healthcare, you wonder why everybody's leaving social services and human services, because those of us that are in the field and have been in the field for years, like I said, I got 8+ years of experience. Ain't no way in hell. You can't live in these types of fields. We are not making enough money to live. Yet we're doing all of this work and ain't going nowhere. It's a scam. And people are waking up every day and saying they don't want to be a part of it. Anyways, I'll do another video discussing the public service loan forgiveness program. It'll be a separate video. Stay tuned. I'm out.